Good morning, stamping friends. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Lorri Heiling, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am going to share with you a fun little graduation card. For those of you who don't want to get gifts, I think gift cards are the way to go. And so I'm going to share with you a graduation card, but you could use this as a birthday card too for part of the card. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So this year I had to make 3 graduation cards, and they were all in colors that Stampin' Up! Does not have. Too bad I don't save all my retired things, but it was burgundy was the color, and cherry cobbler just didn't do it. So I decided to make a few black ones because they're generic enough, and then they can go to anyone. All right, so we are just going to take a square piece of basic black cardstock. And this is 6 inches by 6 1/4 inches. Now I think the hardest part of this card is just making sure you have it the right way. So let me grab my ruler here. So we want the 6, I believe this is the 6-inch side. Yep. All right, so the 6-inch side should be at the top of your trimmer or your scoring tool. And we are going to score it at 1.5 inches and 1.5 on the other side. And I believe this is 4.5 inches. Yep. 1.5 and 4.5. All right, then we're going to score, or I'm sorry, we are going to fold on the score line. And use your bone folder to make a nice crisp edge. Do the same to the other side. So this is going to be kind of the graduation gown that they wear. All right, and then we're going to set that aside and grab 2 strips that are going to be 6 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch. And then this is going to be 6 1/4 by 1/4 of an inch. And then we're going to grab our little My Sweet Petunia glue gun. And I love this because it has such a fine line. It's really nice. And you don't have to squeeze too hard to get this out. So the first one we are going to put on the left side of the strip. And this is just going to add a little trim. And in case it goes over a little bit, I just want to trim it off so that it's the same size. And let's do the same thing to this side. I have an affiliate link for this gun. It's on my blog on the right-hand side. And these are, I believe, $33. And it comes with 2 glue dispensers, and one is filled with glue and one is empty. They have a little bit different tips. One is a very fine tip, which is what I use all the time, and the other one has a little bit bigger hole, so it's going to be a bigger tip or a glue strand that comes out. Okay, now we are going to adhere these to our little graduation gown. So grab some dimensionals, and I knew this would happen. I'm nearing the end, so don't throw this away when you have this many left. Just use the outside edges, because sometimes we have to trim these down to these sizes. We want a thinner dimensional line. So I just take the whole sticker back off, then I take this off, and then I just stick it on the side of my computer or by my computer, and I just rip them off like that. So nothing goes to waste on these. All right, now we're going to add these to our card front. These are just going to pop it up a little bit. Ooh, it's hard to see black on black, so I think I'm going to go like this so I can see the edge there. And then we want to make sure the stripe is going the right way, so let's do the same on this side. Whoops, and remember to take the backs off your dimensionals. They stick a lot better when the backs are off. All right, now we can work on the rest of the card. All right, now we are going to make the graduation hat. So this is a 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square, and this is going to pop on like this. But first we have to make a little tassel for it. Sometimes you can buy tassels already made. I remember one year we had them in our catalog, but now I've used all mine, so I have to make mine by hand. So the center of the hat is going to have a 1/2 inch dot. And let me get a dimensional on this. Whoops, that's too big. Actually, let me grab my miniature dimensionals. That's why we have these. And your take your pick tool is awesome because they're easier to pick up with that. All right, now just center this. Oh boy, it's hard to eyeball sometimes. Whoops, I'm a little off. All right, now we are gonna make the tassel before we put it on. I chose gray as the accent only because I don't have any black baker's twine. I have gray granite, so we're gonna use this, and we're gonna just wrap around our fingers, maybe like about 5 times maybe. And I think 2 fingers will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 7, 6, 7. Okay, and then we want to trim it. Keep the loop up here. And I'm actually going to use my tweezer to hold it because I do not want this to get mixed up. Like that, and then just trim off the bottom. Do you remember making these when you were young? I remember making pom-poms for my roller skates, and they're kind of like this when you wind around and then you tie. So we're just going to tie a knot. All right, then we are going to trim the bottom loop here, and then we want to pull everything down and just cut this off straight. There we go. So easy to make your own tassel. All right, now we're gonna adhere this to the card front like this. And we just wanna make sure it's straight. So put the top and bottom points on that middle line like that. And then we're gonna hike it up. Like that. All right, now we just need to adhere this. So I think I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus just because it's super strong. And now I got to find my way again. Just barely, just go until you cover up these top edges so those corners are covered up. And then find your center. Like that. And you will need a larger envelope for this. All right, now we have our card opens like that. All right, let's stick that tassel on. And I'm just going to use my mini glue dot. That should work. I can find it here. I used to take the time and actually make a longer string on here and actually tie it around, but you really can't tell. And for the effort that it takes and then it moves all around, I think it's just easier to put a glue dot on there and have it stick around like that. All right, now the inside. This is what's fun. I actually made a pattern. I found this graphic, just the logo of it, and it's "You Are Amazing." And then you can write, I left it blank because I wanted to use this maybe for birthday cards as well, but you can write congratulations or whatever, but I didn't want to put congratulations in case you use it as a birthday card. So I made this the right size. It is 2 3/4 by 6. And I also have a PDF pattern that I will put on my blog. And this is the pattern, and it has little gray lines where you can cut. Now these two ends, what you're gonna do is slice it here and here. That'll be 6 inches. Then slice it here and here. This one is actually 2 3/4. This one you just have to take off a little bit on the sides, but because it was close to the edge for printing, you know, I couldn't get that line on there. My printer just would not print it. So this is the size. It should be 6 by 2 3/4. Yep. All right, so now we are going to adhere this to the back of the card. Just center that in here. And do you see how this logo matches the Amazon logo? I found a free download, but I took the graphic and I just put it into this pattern so that it's the right size. Now we need a little place to put the gift cards. So I took another piece of basic black, and this is 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. And all I'm going to do is add a teeny tiny bit of glue on the very bottom. We don't want it on the sides because your gift card is just going to slip in there. And then put it on the bottom here. Like that. And then this is how your gift card slips in. And that's why I left the writing up there, so when the gift card is in, you can still see the graphic. All right, so that is our little graduation card. Isn't that fun and easy? It would be even more cute if you actually use the school colors of your graduate. So like I said, I would have done that, but whoops, I forgot one more. Back off my dimensionals. Oh man. There we go. I would have done that, but like I said, I needed burgundy and yellow, or kind of crushed curry look for this year. And so I'm gonna have to maybe find a substitute for that color. All right, so if you see anything you like product-wise, like basic black or gray cardstock or anything really, please use my host code when ordering. I send a little gift. It's Stampin' Up! Product and a thank you card, and that's my way of saying thank you so much for ordering from me. I also want to remind you that we are running out of time for purchasing the starter kit. So here's what's included in the starter kit special. You will get the 2024 to 26 in color ink pads and also the designer series paper, a full pack of that. You'll get a variety pack of all the in color cardstock, and then also the in color Stampin' Right markers. And this is valued at $82. So that's how much you're getting free in the starter kit. The starter kit is $99, but you get to choose $125 worth of products. So it's a great deal. I have lots of opportunities that you can stamp with me. The best is join my team, and there's a lot of opportunities with my team, and we have an active Facebook page, and we get together and we do Zoom. So it's just really a fun community to be connected to. I also do in-person classes in my home. I live in Arizona, Cave Creek, which is by Phoenix and Scottsdale. I would love to have you. And just shoot me an email if you are interested in attending. I also have an online card club for those who don't live by me, and you can still get in on my creations by doing an online card club. And in September, I'm hosting my 9th annual Cozy Craft Retreat. I do have kits available. We are limited on those, so we are getting close to our capacity on that. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. I will put the links on my blog and Facebook page. Well, thank you again, and we will see you next week. And take care, everyone. Bye-bye.